Hi everyone, good morning. I hope you're well and welcome to this week's edition of the PE Challenge. And this week our challenge is called Kings, Queens and Jokers. So I'll explain a bit more of that now. If you were with us last week and you managed to do every single day of the superhero challenge, then well done. Or maybe you've just found these videos and you're doing them as well. Then it's really good to see people taking part and doing some exercises, and we're going to give a new video every day to try and give you some ideas of exercises to do while you're maybe stuck in the house and obviously we can't go anywhere. What's really good again this week, you don't need any equipment again because we don't know what we've got around the house, so it's all body weight exercises, so the equipment is really minimal. All you need is a bit of space and some time, 20-30 minutes to do these exercises. Okay, so what we've got today and this week is the King, Queen and Joker challenge. Okay, now first of all, the equipment you're going to need, nothing in particular. If you have an exercise mat as last week, that's going to help. We need our trusted towel again, obviously our water bottle. Then now I'm going to use these, and if you don't have them it's no problem, but a pack of playing cards. Okay, that's going to be how we're going to do our exercises today. If you've got them and you can do this on your own and in your own time, that's fine, but don't worry, I'll be using them as well. And you will need a timing device as well, okay, so something to keep record of some times. So that's what we're going to need today. So what's going to happen is we're going to exercise just doing 4 key activities. Okay, so we're going to do 4 key exercises, and what's going to depend on those exercises is the card that we pull from the deck. Okay, so we're going to do an example one to begin with. We're going to do for 2 minutes, and as we exercise I'm going to pull a card from the deck and it's going to show me a number and a suit. Okay, so what we do then is have a look if you can see this. Each day is going to be slightly different exercises depending on the card that you get. Okay, so if we pick a card that is red, they're normally going to be cardio exercises. So we've got star jumps if it's a heart, knees up if it's a diamond. If it's a black card, they're going to be strength exercises. So we're going to today be doing some sit-ups and some press-ups, depending if it's a spade or a club. Okay, so obviously I'm going to probably forget which is which. I'm going to keep that down there to remind me. So if we did an example and mix the cards up, I pull one out, the 10 of clubs. So that means that we need to be doing 10 exercises of the club exercise, which today is press-ups. So we go to our mat, we do 10 press-ups, we set this card aside because we've already used it, and then we pick up the next one. Okay? Sometimes they'll be easier if they're low numbers and we get a bit more rest time. Sometimes they'll be harder if they're the high numbers. Okay? Then we've got some special cards in the pack. If we pick up a face card, like a jack, jack equals 11. Okay, so a jack is going to be 11 exercises. A queen is going to be for 12 exercises, so it's going to get a bit difficult. 12 exercises for the queen. We don't like the number 13, that's unlucky, so king is 14, so 14 repetitions of the king exercise. And the hardest one, 15 of the ace. Okay, so any aces, so this is for example the ace of spades. Spades are sit-ups, so we go and do 15 sit-ups. Okay, if we pick a joker and there's 2 in the pack, okay, these are going to be holding exercises for 30 seconds. And again, if I show you today's exercise, if it's on there, you can see at the top, if we pick a joker, we do a 30-second plank hold. So today a joker is a plank, and throughout the week all of these exercises will change, so we'll do 4 different core exercises as the week goes on. Okay, and what we'll do with the cards is once we've used them for 1 round, put them aside so we don't use them again, and once we've done a whole set, mix them all up and then we go again. Okay, now the idea is that you can do as much or as little as you want. Okay, I've posted ways of making this exercise harder, so if you want to make it harder then you can do things like doubling the smaller cards. So if you pick up an 8 and for example 8 sit-ups is too easy, double it and the 8 becomes 16. So that's a way of making it more difficult. Add in more rounds, okay, so we can keep going for as much as possible. You can do maybe 5, 6 rounds of this depending on how you're feeling. Another way to make it harder would be is if you get obviously the face cards, if you double them. So remember, king is 14, if we double that it becomes 28 repetitions. And try and make the rest as little as possible, okay? If you want to have a bit more rest time, then by all means put in a little bit more rest time, make it a little bit easier, and do fewer sets as well. So the idea is that each round is going to last for 5 minutes. So we're going to just keep going until 5 minutes. And what we'll do with our timer is time 5 minutes, set it to a side, and when it finishes 5 minutes, we have a little break, time to get some water, do some stretches, and when we've got 1 minute rest, we'll shuffle the cards back up, and then we go again. Okay? Apart from that, the first thing we're going to do is a warm-up, as always, as I did last week, so we'll warm up. Then we're just going to do a 2-minute round, just to practice, and try and remember what each suit represents. So a 2-minute practice round, and then we're going to get going. Okay? So, like I said, this picture will be on your Google Classroom. So you can take a photo of it or however suits you best. So today, if you pick up a spade, it's a sit-up, a heart is star jumps, a club is press-ups, and a diamond is knees up. Okay, so that's running on the spot with your knees up nice and high. Okay, so I think we're ready to go for our warm-up. If you were with us last week, you'll remember it's a nice easy warm-up, starting off quite steady and slowly building it up, getting quicker and quicker, making sure our heart rate is elevated and our breathing rate's up, try and get that lovely oxygenated blood flowing around to the muscles we're going to use today. Okay, so time for a warm-up. Okay, so exactly the same as last week. It's nice and easy to begin with. Start slow, and then as time goes on, we'll build up the intensity. So nice and easy, jogging on the spot. Okay, and just swing them forwards and back. And for this one, arms as well. Arms across the body, nice and easy. Okay, and side to side, and across your body in the front. This you need good coordination for. Okay, and just jog, and let's do some heel flicks. And one of our exercises today is knees up, so that would be a left and a right would be 1 repetition, so 1, okay? And let's go with the knees up again. Okay, back to the front, and 2 legs this time. And last one, some star jumps. Okay, a couple more, around about 30 seconds per exercise. Okay, shake the legs off, roll the shoulders. So remember our 4 key exercises today: sit-ups, press-ups, star jumps, and knees up. And roll them backwards. Okay, hands on the hips, just roll the hips around. And the other way. Okay, jogging on the spot again. A little bit faster. A little bit faster. A little bit faster. And to a sprint. And up. Okay, swings. And forward and back, and cross the arms over. If you've got the space, big arm swings. And move it to small, on top, under. Okay, to the exercise from here.